If you're seeing this video, yes, I did it. I level 70 Dream Queen to give a final testing so you won't have to. What's good, YouTube? It's your boys by Tom J and I'm back with another video. Now, like I said, final testing. If you don't know, time reversal has about 9 hours left, if I'm not mistaken, right? Has 9 hours left. So testing for characters is going to come to an end. But I might as well go big before I go home. So, is Dream Queen actually worth it before time reversal leaves? Now, if we do remember correctly, right? On Discord, they put her ult back, right? If we look at it, Illusion of Seraphim. Level 5, energy cost 400, range self, whatever. Replaces all skills and gains 3 mana. Increases the skill dim raw allies for 10%. Now, the question is, is that skill damage up worth it? Is having a skill damage up worth replacing your whole hand and praying to the RNG messiahs that we magically get good RNG and good cards in hand? Because essentially, whoever I come out with, I could come out with whatever take I could come out with 2 buff cards in hand and one dream and one Dream Queen card in hand. Essentially, that would be horrible, right? Who would want that? Whatever DPS is on my team, like say for instance, the witch herself, Scarlet, I would want her buff card in hand and her attack card in hand. But that's besides the point. Let's see if it's worth it. So I will be reading off her skills. I know everybody probably knows what she does, but for the people that don't know what she does, you know, let's start with her skills here, right? So she has a debuff card, special damage, applies a hex to the target enemy for 7 seconds, deals 264 of Dream Queen's attack as special damage. When an enemy with hex is defeated, hex is applied to nearby enemies for 7 seconds. Hex reduces damage dealt by 20%. Reduces damage dealt by 20%. Reduces. Wouldn't it be better if this was an increase? Increases damage dealt by 20% to all enemies? Or whoever the hex goes to after you kill them that has the hex on their head? Reduces damage dealt? Come on, brother. And then you know her buff card. We just looked at it. Replaces all skills. Gains 3 mana. Increases skill damage of all allies by 77%, 78% for 10 seconds. You know how it goes. And she has an attack card, Deadly Illusion, which does special damage. Obviously, a special damage dealer. Deals 495% of Dream Queen's attack as special damage, ignores shields to enemies in the target area, and dispels a buff. At this time in the game, do these bosses or mobs, do they really have buffs on that we need destroyed? Unless you're doing a tactical challenge in Memento. And even that, the buff stays permanently because of the area they're in, obviously, right? Nah. I don't know if this card really matters at this time right now. In the future, might be good. All right, let's talk about her talents. So increases crit rate of all allied skills by 10%. W. But you have to hit at least, I think, level 10 for this, or level 20. I can't really tell if it's level 40. I can't really tell which one it is. But over here, Queen's what is it? Magnifiance stat bonus. When the ally uses a skill, they recover 3% max HP for each mana consumed. I didn't put this up because this is not needed. Recovers 3 max HP. Okay, we get it. I guess people are gonna last a little longer. 3% max HP for each mana consumed. Really, do? We're not really worried about it right now. Allies skills ignore 20% defense of enemies with hex. You know what? Fine. We got her to level 70. I might as well get the max out of her. This I'm not putting up. I don't think that's worth it. Reduce all enemies attacked by, we don't care. Deals 36% of Dream Queen's attack as special damage. We're not here for her to do damage. We are actually not here for her to do damage. Why? Whatever. I don't know why would they even have something like here. She's supposed to be a buffer, and a buffer she shall be. All right, now highlights and artifacts that I'm running. I'm going to use Gamma Mutation. Obviously, you want to get her ult as fast as possible. And we're also going to use Avengers ID card. Increases all allies attack by 50% for 10 seconds after the werewolf uses their ultimate move. Nice. Now, don't get me wrong. I know I could put on something like Cosmic Q, where grants 40 ultimate energy to the wearer and a random ally after the wearer uses a skill. I could do that. I can also rock something like well, nothing really much else. Everything else will probably go on, obviously my DPSs. But Cosmic Cube, I definitely could rock that. I'm for the sake of the video, for the sake of testing. Not everybody's going to have Cosmic Cube. Let me just put that in the way now, okay? So I'm not going to use that. We're going to see her free-to-play version-ish, because in the Soul Saga, I do have 2 dupes. When an enemy with Hex is defeated, 50% chance to gain 1 mana. Not really important. After Deadly Illusion dispels an enemy's buff, gain 50% energy. I'm pretty sure that's our attack card, if we're not mistaken, right? Boom, Deadly Illusion. Cool. You get what? Sorry? 50% ultimate energy. I mean, I guess that will make her ult go faster. But that's if anybody even has a buff. Who's having a buff? I mean, sure. So highlight, obviously I'm going to go with Ancient Frontier. I should go with a free-to-play highlight. This would even make sense, but I don't really have anything. I mean, I guess I could go with No Strings, No Me. I mean, I could go with this, All allied defenders defense increases by 11%. All allied fighters attack increased by 11%. All allied strike crit rate increases by 13.2. I could put this on her, but at the same time, it's like we're trying to rush ult. The word increases 32 after using the skill to move. We really can't put that on her. That's useless. You know what? For the sake of the video, fine. But then again, this card is not free to play either. You do have to pull this in order to even get this card. So realistically, the best card would probably be something like this. The words attack and HP increases by 10% for each ally summoned on the field. The word energy regeneration increases by 8%. An additional effect. Well, this is only to Moon Girl, obviously, for the additional effect. But you do get energy regeneration increased by 8% for each allied summon unit on the field. We're not really using those summon units realistic, so even this card probably wouldn't be good. So I'm gonna just keep Frontier, man. I don't really have anything else special. Yeah, there's literally not, unless I go with this. The wearer gains 140 energy. Realistically, if we're going the free to play route, you'll probably use Weavers of Dream. But for now, Ancient Frontier it is. Okay, is there anything else we need to talk about before we get into this? I might as well talk about her soul sagas. Attack increases by 15. We're not using you for damage. Why do I care? I don't know. Okay. When there are enemies in Hex status on the field, the mana cost of Hex Whip is reduced by 1. And your regeneration increases by 30%. That's what we really do need, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get this, sadly, to say you need 4. I mean, low key, I probably could have went with 1, and then they'll probably maybe let me go with mine too. Should I test it? Nah. This is the free to play version, anyways. This wouldn't be fair. Not everybody has a 3 or even 2 dupe, and the 2 dupe, this is mid. Let's be realistic here, so that's okay. The buff evolution of the serum lasted for 5 more seconds. Amazing. That's her ult. If you don't know, by the way, her ult, the buff for her ult, the skill damage up lasted for 5 more seconds. Bada bing, bada boom. Illusion of serum applies hex to all enemies, lasted for 7 seconds. That's nice. That's also nice too, but who's really gonna have her maxed out? Maybe later in end game when we have all characters and we pull for so many characters, we end up getting dupes for her. But maybe that will happen in the long run. But besides that, the teams I'm honestly thinking that probably going to be best for her. Let me go to the book and see what they want. They want Storm with Hawk. I mean, I guess I get it. Special damage. Okay. I mean, cool, fine. I'm probably not going to go with this team, realistically. I think the team that she's probably going to be best with is something like either, for testing purposes, I will go for testing purposes. I will go Emma plus her plus Scarlet just to see the damage, or Emma plus her plus... I don't really have much damage dealers. Now that I actually do notice, I don't really have a lot of damage dealers here. She has physical damage. So, I mean, realistically, Psylocke will work too. I do notice that we don't have a lot of damage dealers, right? Because Captain America's a tank. Who else? Invisible Woman's a controller. Is there anybody else that I'm missing? That's it. That's all the damage dealers besides the fighters that's already on the bottom, like Echo and Black Knight. They are okay. They're not the best. And you got people like Striker, like Lady Bullseye, but she's really only good in PvP. I haven't seen her out of PvP. She really doesn't scratch your eye. And obviously I do got Thor, Iron Man, but that's besides the point here. So for testing purposes, obviously we're gonna come here. We're gonna come to challenge 17. That's the best option. That's what's gonna show me what's going on. So we're going to do Dream Queen, Emma with Scarlet. Sure. I'll just put anything on her. It really doesn't matter. With Scarlet, or will that be too much? Let's go Thor. Let's go Thor. Okay, so essentially what I really want to do here, right, is I just want to get Emma's O up. I want to get Dream King's O up. And then obviously, I just want to ult with Thor. I don't really want to do any of his other moves. Well, then again, the description is skill damage up. It's not even ultimate up, right? Replaces all skills and gain 3 mana, increases the skill damage of all allies for 10 seconds. And that's not ultimate. Skill damage is skill damage. Ultimate is ultimate. And then you take all the cards out of my hand. Oh my god, right. So it's not even an ultimate thing. So obviously I guess we want to do something like this and see damage. I'm starting to I think y'all see what the problem here is, right? Y'all starting to understand what the problem here is actually. She's like Sleepwalker, right? Essentially, you would think that ultimate would add to the skill damage, but no. Ultimate is ultimate and skill damage is skill damage. Sad to say. Okay, so maybe Emma's not the best option. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Emma out. Let's go Iron Man plus Boom and plus I wouldn't even know. Honestly, I wouldn't even know. Let's just go Scarlet. I'm just trying to see if they're even going to do any more damage. Y'all are seeing what the problem is right now. The problem is right now, it's skill damage. It's not ultimate. If it was ultimate, I think she would have a better placement and she would honestly might just be worth it. But if it's skill damage and she takes away every card, that's horrible. Now he did just do 63k, but realistically, I mean, I'm gonna have to double check to see if he's even doing that without her, right? I would have to literally double check to see if he's even doing that without her to even find out if it's something that's really worth, investment in, right? So she just died. I mean, I guess whatever. Let's go again. Let's see how much damage I'm in. As of right now, it's looking like she's not worth it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% realistic with you. If you have Dream Queen, please reset her. As of right now, that's how it's looking. Okay, that's literally how it's looking. Let's just go in Mr. Fantastic for right now. I'll just throw this down. Whatever, it really doesn't matter. Let's get some cards out the hand. Let's go ahead and throw this out the way. This is perfect because when I reset the hand, Iron Man's gonna have a card out. So let's pop this. Skill damage up. Cards out the hand. Now what does come in handy are how much mana it does give. Let's see how much damage. Okay, so now he did 100k instead of, that was actually a lot of damage. Now he did 100k, 133 to be precise, instead of 63k. So am I guessing it's because he crit? Or is this... I really don't know. I don't know if that's his damage. I don't know if that's her really adding a good boost. She just dies immediately, sadly. I can't even really find out. He did 50k without her. Come over here. Bop. 69k. Honestly, it's still doable even without her. Like, so... it's like... Is it really worth? I don't know. It's not looking too worth here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, let's see how much damage Iron Man does after this. Might as well, right? How much damage are we talking? 192k. All right, so now what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to play this without her. We're going to come back, no Dream Queen, and see how much damage does Iron Man do. Let's put this in. Let's also put in... I wish we had a physical damage booster, but we really don't. So I'll just come with a tank just so nobody dies. Whatever. You know, this is all we really got. So we need Iron Man cards immediately. And that's not, was that even including using his flux? I don't know if I even use his flux. So 35k right there. Pop this. Bop. 100k right there by itself. Let's add this. Let's just attack everybody. Bop. You know? I'm doing this exact same thing with Dream Queen, okay? There's no difference. 200k, no Dream Queen. All right, I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna take Mr. Fantastic out, right? Because if I'm gonna test this, let's test it right. So boom, no Mr. Fantastic. We're gonna put you in, and we're just gonna come out with Dream Queen Nose. Because Dream Queen can't take damage, so we need somebody in front to take all the damage. So right now we're gonna go ahead and build up his flux. Bop. Right. Well, we still gotta wait for Dream Queen. That right there, his flux is maxed out. We're gonna pop Dream Queen's buff. Boom. We're gonna get some cards. We're gonna get 3 mana back. Right. Once we get the 3 mana back, we did not get a single goddamn card. RNG, I love you. All right, damage, pop, 142k. Let's pop the ultimate as well. Bop. So as you've seen before, it was 200k we had, 200. And realistically, you're not even getting his ult all the time, and you're not realistically getting his cards all the time. So we got to keep that in mind too as we do this. I'll come over here. Bop. How much we're talking? Is Dream Queen worth it to level 70? Hell no.